Okay, so I decided to do my lesson plan on the 50 states and their capitals. So this is a 5th grade lesson. The standards that it addresses is 5.9, students know the location of the current 50 states and the names of their capitals. My objective was for students will be able to identify where the states of the United States are located and name the capital of each state. Students will be able to use technology to practice their knowledge of the states. And I said this was probably a 3-week kind of unit plan because it would take a while for them to memorize all the states and their capitals. So I thought I would begin explaining the importance of knowing the geography of the United States. It is important that students understand this knowledge so that they can visualize the history that is being taught in the correct places of the United States. Knowing where battles and travels took place will help them in understanding the history being taught to them. And so I decided that I would begin by putting a map on the overhead projector and going through the United States, pointing out where each state is. The United States will be cut into 3 different sections, and the students will learn 1 section per week. They will get worksheets to practice testing themselves to take home, and during class time, students will get on the computers and go to this website right here. So this first website is pretty cool. It is timed, so if students get really good at it, then they can start trying to beat their record over here. But pretty much what you do is you just find a state and you drag it to the correct state. So that is a way for students to be practicing. They could also go home and practice this on their own time. They would have the website to go to. So that is something that during that time of history and learning the states, we would go to the computers and we would practice. It's also kind of fun. It's a fun game for them to try and play. So I think that they would learn well and memorize them quickly. After the states were learned, we would then go to this website that helps them practice on the capitals. So this is also fun. Down here it asks which state has the capital city, Helena, and then they would, whoops, I don't know what just happened. They would just click on the correct state and then submit their answer. So that is just another game that they can play. So that would be something that would help them learn the capitals as well. So after the 3 weeks, after practicing those things in class and at home, I was going to have an assessment, and it pretty much would look a lot like the worksheet that they were taking home to practice with. It would be a blank United States. And I said, after the end of the 3 weeks, a test will be given where the students have a map of the United States and each state has a number on it. There will be numbered lines under the map with a place for the state and the capital. The students will have a word bank of both states and capitals to choose from, and the websites will help them practice for this test, and they'll be able to practice this at home as well. So that way I can just know how well they actually do know where the states and their capitals are, and that is my online history lesson. Thanks.